I think Donald Trump wants another election. I have 24 Trump 2028 hats his folks keep sending me.
Hi lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP.
So lovelies, I came across this video made for you, and I thought to share where Gavin Newsom, who happens to be a pan-colored man, is sharing his frustration on Orange Man wanting to run for 2028. He goes as far as to explain the predicament that everyone is in right now, to the fact that this man actually wants to run for the second time. He says that in the express of him, receiving some Trump hurt, almost 2 dozen people, most of his supporters telling him that, okay, this man is gonna come back again. This guy is so frustrated to the fact that he has to express his frustration. But the thing is that people were all saying, laughing, thinking that this was actually a joke. Lovelies, I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of other stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thought and let's dive
Gavin Newsom sat down with Politico a few moments ago and warned voters not to dismiss Trump's talk about running for a third term. Watch.
I have 24 Trump 2028 hats his folks keep sending me.
And you think he's going to run again?
Well, who spends $200 million on a ballroom at their home and then leaves the house? This is serious, guys. This is serious.
So it'll be Newsom Trump in 28.
No, this guy doesn't believe in free, fair elections. He tried to wreck this country. Were you there, January 6th? I think Fox was. At least they weren't a lawsuit. They seem to have lost any memory of that. Shareholders didn't. I mean, he tried to light democracy on fire. He dialed for 11, almost 12,000 votes. Now he's doing it in plain sight. And people say, oh, it's just Trump being Trump. Do people actually think this guy's serious about having another election? You think he's joking about 2028? You think when he brings foreign leaders to the Oval Office and he goes to the White House store, have you seen this? Anyone? Is it just me? And he shows them the 2028 hats? He's not being serious? Wake up.
At the same event, Gavin also shared a story from when he visited the White House in February of 2024, and that Donald Trump pointed him to a portrait of FDR, who happens to be the only president to serve more than 2 terms, and that he bragged about running for a 3rd term. Trump's team even sent Gavin Newsom 24 Trump 2028 caps. Gavin is right to warn us because it was actually Politico that wrote this article titled How Donald Trump Could Snatch a 3rd Term Despite the 22nd Amendment, and to go through 4 ways that Donald Trump could take that 3rd term. He could push to repeal the 22nd Amendment. He could exploit a loophole by running as VP, then sliding back into power. He could run again and gamble that the conservative Supreme Court won't stop him, or the most dangerous path of all is that he could just say, screw it, I'm not leaving office. And I don't know how many warnings we need to receive because Hillary warned us, Joe Biden warned us, Kamala Harris warned us, and now Gavin Newsom is warning us. So the fact that Donald Trump is floating this very idea is dangerous in itself. So we have to make sure that we're registered to vote and we're ready to vote in 25, 26, 27, and 28, and make sure that you're voting for the Democratic candidate.
Country.
Gavin said, hee hell. I ain't laughing. I'm dead ass. Do you not see this motherfucker in his 2028 merch? A whole merch store in the White House. He has no plans on leaving that motherfucker. This motherfucker plans on putting a gold ballroom in the White House. Ain't nobody spending $200 million on no gold ballroom for a house that they renting. He not putting real gold in that ballroom. We know that he buying cheap ass shit and painting it gold so that he can slap a $200 million price tag on it so he can launder money. We're not fucking stupid. Even though we know he ain't about to make it no 4 years. He probably plans on getting buried in the back of the White House. Yeah, he ain't got no plans on leaving, whether he dead or alive. He plan on these motherfuckers burying his ass in the backyard. So Gavin said, y'all need to open your eyes and stop taking this as a fucking joke. Because everything this man does is not a fucking joke. He be dead ass serious. And I'm gonna need y'all to realize when Gavin is being serious and when he's joking, because y'all did not read the room at all. Actually, listen to what he's saying. Y'all over here. He like, I'm dead ass. Why is y'all laughing? I'm being for real. Like, this is a problem. This is something we really need to be worried about. I ain't about to be calm and act like, oh, it's nothing. No, this is fucking serious. But ain't finna be no 2028 for Dookie Booty. So he need to go and let that shit go. Because he'll be lucky if he make it out of 2025. Did y'all see what Newsom said about Dookie Booty?
Yo, you better believe that President Trump is serious about his third term, and you better take Gavin Newsom's warning as serious business, baby, because MAGA, and I mean MAGA, is going to do whatever we can to keep that man in office forever.
Heart failure, kidney disease, liver issues, dementia. We need to know the truth about what's actually going on with Donald Trump's health. On Thursday and Friday, no one in the press pool saw him. He was MIA. He basically disappeared. What the hell is going on here? Now, Caroline Leavitt, Donald Trump's chief propagandist, says what's really going on here is CVI, chronic venous insufficiency, a condition where the veins in the legs struggle to pump blood back to the heart, causing fluid to pool and the legs to swell. By the way, CVI is a serious condition in and of itself, although Caroline Leavitt downplays it and says, just a normal thing. And the reason why his hands are discolored the way they are is he just shakes so many hands, and that's the way it is. But the excessive fluid buildup, the discoloration, reflects something far more serious. Is he also getting a lot of blood work that's being drawn? Is that one of the reasons we're seeing this discoloration? I'm not a medical professional. I'm a lawyer. I speak to medical professionals. I can use common sense when we see certain things. But let's just take a look at what we can observe. You can see the makeup that he's putting over his hand. You can see what it looks like without the makeup. And the makeup makes it look more terrible, in my opinion. You have Donald Trump just dropping things all over. He can't coordinate. He zigzags. He's dragging his leg. Here we've got this video of him dragging his leg as he was walking in the past few weeks. When he was in Alaska with Putin, he couldn't walk in a straight line, and he was zigzagging back and forth. Here he was with Prime Minister Keir Starmer, where he couldn't hold the paper. When he said that this was the deal between the United States and the UK, he thought the UK was Europe, and then he dropped the papers on the floor, revealing that the papers actually weren't a deal, but were mostly blank pieces of paper. Here, just play this clip right here.
The UK, and we just signed a document. This is, sorry about that. This is it. A very important document. Little windy out here. Give me that. We just signed it, and it's done. And so we have our trade agreement with the European Union, and it's a fair deal for both.
And again, more views of his hands. You see those ankles right there, the swelling, the fluid buildup right there. Really, really bad stuff. You can see the discoloration also in his face. You can see the purple U in his.
So I don't think Trump is planning on leaving after he completes his second term, and I'm going to tell you why. So Gavin Newsom has came out and said that Trump's fans have been sending him Trump 2028 hats and that he has over 24 of them. And then he says, who spends $200 million on a ballroom in their home and then just leaves? And Trump has remodeled the White House a little bit. He has been putting gold plates everywhere. Why would you do that? And every time he has foreign leaders over, when they exit, there's a gift shop in the White House. And there are pictures and videos of him showing these foreign leaders these hats that say Trump 2028. And then there's a hat that says 4 more years, which is quite strange. It's almost like he's trying to put out this idea just to see like what their reactions are. And people are like, oh, he's just joking. He's just joking. He knows he can't run again. The man quite literally tried to overthrow an election to stay in power. Do you seriously not think that he would be capable of doing that again? He has came out and said that he knows that he can't run a third term and that you would have to change the Constitution to do so. But I would not put it past the guy, honestly. He is making himself at home at this point.
Mark my words, the Republicans are not going to want to have another election in 4 years.
Donald Trump wants another election. I have 24 Trump 2028 hats his folks keep sending me.
And you think he's going to run again?
Who spends $200 million on a ballroom at their home and then leaves? This is serious, guys.
This is actual cause for concern, and yet people are laughing at him as if he's making a joke, or as if this is just bullshitting. Are they laughing it off to make it seem like it's a joke, like it's unrealistic? Because it is on record that Trump has joked about running for election before, for a third term.
President Trump has already served one term from 2017 to 2021 and is currently in his second. But that hasn't stopped the president from hinting that he might pursue a third term.
Talk about a third term now because no matter how you look at it, we got a long time to go. We have a long time. You know, we have almost 4 years to go. And that's a long time. But despite that, so many people are saying, you've got to run again. They love the job we're doing. Most importantly, they love the job we're doing.
American politics is a fucking joke when people laugh in front of fascism, in front of dictators, in front of tyranny. They laugh it off. Honestly, I'm just so disgusted.
Listen, you can put this on the record. Y'all can eat dick backwards with the paper straw for all I give a damn. What's going to happen is after Donald Trump joins Hitler's chambers, you get what I'm saying? They like to pair the similar ones together, right? But after that happens, J.D. Vance is going to take over the presidency. And then from there, over and over again, we're just going to have a fucking red dynasty in America. You want to know why? This is like the fourth or fifth time I've seen this dumb shit this year alone, right? Not only are motherfuckers talking about, they just don't know enough about Gavin Newsom. There's some questionable things. Not only that bullshit, now they talking about, oh no, leftist creators have been secretly paid to spread Democratic ideology on social media. Oh no. What the fuck? What it's finna be a red nation like a motherfucker. It's gonna be ice at every single intersection because of stupid shit like that. Mind you, I think they talking about 8 bands. I think they talking about these creators were paid 8 bands. They were paid 8 bands. They were paid. So if what y'all are saying is true and this creator could be negatively impacted by doing this, you mean to tell me they're sacrificing their whole their profile, their clout, their aesthetic, everything they've done to be of influencer status over 8 fucking bands? I think anybody can make 8 bands in what, 6 to 8 weeks max? You mean to tell me they're risking 8 fucking bands? All right. And that's a rumor? And that's a rumor? If I hear a rumor about me and it's like, I heard he got $8,000, please let that motherfucker be true. Please, like, it ain't everything, but I can do something with 8 bands. Usually rumors are like, hey, he don't wash his ass. Y'all talking about, oh, they got paid to push. I give a fuck. Y'all, when y'all say this dumb shit, it's like y'all forget about all the bullshit that be happening on the other side. We know blue and red side got fault in that bullshit, but right now we're seeing what it look like when the red is in power. It don't look too motherfucking great, does it? But instead of locking in together, time and time again, this year alone, year 1 of the second presidency where this motherfucker got Trump 2028 hats in the White Office, y'all would rather bicker amongst yourselves for clickbait and comments and shit. I give a fuck if the rumors are true. I give a damn. They talking about $1 billion golf course in Qatar. You need congressional approval to receive a gift from another country. He said, why wouldn't I take the plane? Y'all can't focus on that. Where the fuck are the Epstein files? Where the fuck are the Epstein files? MAGA stopped asking about it. Y'all stopped asking about it. And then on top of that, y'all want to argue amongst your motherfucking selves. Yeah, it's gonna be a red dynasty in this bitch. The Trump family has doubled, if not tripled, their net worth since January. Less than 1 year. Not the Trump administration, the Trump family. Y'all don't talk about where that came from, how that happened. If there's any secret money involved in that. Y'all don't ask those questions. It's, how did this influencer get money? What? Oh my God. What the fuck are y'all smoking on a daily basis? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? J.D. Vance just called Donald Trump king and master. He said Gavin Newsom can't imitate Trump. You can't imitate the king. You can't imitate the master. Who's master? Who's master? Who's master? King. Like, wake up! Stop yelling at the motherfucker who would vote the same way as you and look at the fucking problem. If you're a deer amongst lions and you don't like that, so you need to go back and forth with the fucking lions, but then there's a dragon that's gonna blow fire on all y'all's dumbass. Kill the dragon first. Then you can bicker amongst your fucking selves. I don't know what analogy I need to. Alright.
Seriously, lovely. So when I saw this clip, I was not even surprised at all. Where this pan-colored man expressing his frustration, with the fact that he actually did not want Orange Man to run for the second time, right? But then again, Orange Man in question, he's someone that often joke about something, but this man exactly know what he's talking about. This man, when he was campaigning and all of that, he actually promised, he actually talked about the election going to be the last election. Like when this man talked about election going to be the last election, that means he has a plan. And his supporters are all behind him. You know, I don't see him as someone who's actually going to give up that seat very freely or fairly. So many people were of the opinion that him even becoming the president is not something that he saw that was straightforward. He never qualified for it, or there was something that has to do in between that got him to the position that he is right now, which we don't really know. Or then again, when you see someone that is so desperate for power, the thing is that this person will actually do so many things within their reach to, get that power which they are in desperately need of. So that is the kind of person I see arrangement to be. This man, even during his campaign, during everything, he has been promising, oh, this is gonna be the last election we're gonna have. This is gonna be the last. Like this man, he will just come out jokingly say things, and people actually see it as maybe he's being funny or he's being so sarcastic. But then again, on the second thought, whatsoever thing that he have said in a joking manner, he is absolutely fulfilling it. This man talked about massive deportation, how he's going to take all of the illegal immigrant or illegal aliens, just the way at which he referred this deportation, people that's been deported. This is what he's always, and he has actually carried on. He has even done it to the extreme that people are beginning to get so frightened. People are questioning his actions. He's been deploying military, base people to um keep harassing people here and there and there and here. So this person is someone that is power hungry. He will actually do whatsoever. But then again, so many MAGA supporters actually, think that he's doing the right thing, which I was like, if at the end of the day, this man know exactly what he's doing, I think, but maybe nobody should, people should just give him benefit of doubt. I've seen so many MAGA supporters trying to claim that, oh, he know exactly what he's doing, that people need to give him more space, more chance to actually execute all his good items. By the end of the day, everybody's gonna be fine. Then again, all of the things that he's doing is just something that makes some people uncomfortable. You know, just imagine you're a civilian and all of that. You just go out to do your normal job. Somebody just come out, harass you, and I know harass you, arrest you, and deport you, even when you are not even illegal. You know, and with the way at which he's so power hungry, the way at which things are going is as if you don't support whatever thing that he is doing, he's gonna get you arrested. And the thing is that the former VP Kamala Harris actually told so many people about this. She was like, "This man is gonna make so many people uncomfortable," and that is what is doing. and his supporters are rightfully behind him. I saw some clip where somebody was like, "Oh, he's doing whatever he's doing for the protection of black people." I was like, "What has black people has to do with all of the things that Orange Man is doing?" I think I'm gonna stitch that video in another clip. So the fact that this man was expressing his feelings of frustration and people in the audience were just laughing and smiling, and they thought this was a funny thing. It's just something that really needs to be think about, because at the end of the day, most of the things that we see that, oh, it's so funny, funny, haha, it's just gonna be, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. Before you know it, you don't even have any form of democracy. You don't have freedom of speech. You don't have freedom of expression. You don't have freedom to even, decide. You are being controlled. Anyway, love listener, just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that you do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So please share this video. Subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Like, and I will see you, love listener, upload the next
your
one.
own thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. Please do not forget that we do not, support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So please share this video, subscribe, leave a thought, and I will see you, love listener, upload the next one.